Hi everybody, it is Mackintoshes back again for another video. Today's video is going to be another Sims 4 speed build. It's what I've been doing lately and what I've been enjoying doing. This house is a little more exciting than my average base game suburban house. It has a bit of terrain, which automatically makes it more exciting. It is fun trying to navigate terrain tools because I'm still not very good at it, and the Sims worlds are so flat, so it's kind of ridiculous adding terrain. And it's also a modern home, which is out of my comfort zone. Love to see it. This house is inspired by a picture I saw the other day, which you can kind of see in the thumbnail. I think I saw it on Facebook, but I can't remember for sure. I like the terrain in the picture, and I like that it was in the woods. It looked cool to me, so I decided to build it. I placed this in Forgotten Hollow, the vampire world, because I thought the trees in the world looked similar to the ones in the picture, but you can place this wherever you like if you download this build. As always, there is a link in the description to this build on the Sims 4 gallery, or you can search for it yourself using my gallery name, Mackintoshes. You didn't notice in the reference picture in the thumbnail, there's this huge hill/cliff in the front that sort of got away from me, and I ended up making it really big, and I put a bunch of plants on it and stuff. By the time I took a minute to think about how silly it looks because it is so massive, I was already too committed to it, so I left it in. It does end up being a nice little grilling area with a fire pit, so I guess it all worked out. You can see me work on the outside bit of the house here next to this roof piece. I wanted this area to be flat, so I sized up a shelf to make a roof, and then I used these random objects as a wall. I could not tell you why I didn't just use a wall, or a half wall if it wasn't tall enough to be a wall. It's what we got though, and it adds a bit of character. The house ended up being all black because that's what the picture showed, and so I was just following the reference picture. Can't get mad at me if you don't like that it's all black. I'm not very good at picking the outside color for a house, so I really like having the reference picture because then it's their fault if it looks ugly. And it also gives me some ideas because I'm not very good at the outside, so it's hard for me to think of something creative to put on the outside for a texture, because normally I would just do siding because I'm basic and that's all I know, but that can be boring, right? So this forces me to pick something else because I have to follow what the picture says. The windows were a bit of a struggle on this house. I didn't know what I wanted. I used a lot of eco lifestyle on the front here. I tried to use the Realm of Magic circle window, but it didn't really work out. I asked my friend if they liked it, and they said no, so then I changed it, but then they were confused, and I was confused, and they were like, no, I actually did like the Realm of Magic window, but I didn't like the other windows, but I had already switched it, so I was like, sorry. So we have Eco Lifestyle windows in the front, University windows on the side, and I think Base Game on the back, and then there might be the Island Living sliding door thing in the back too, but I didn't really know what to do. Modern houses, what am I supposed to do for windows? You can see the little window there. The circle window's nice, but I really don't think it fit the vibe of the house. I think it was good that I changed it and didn't follow my friend's advice. You can let me know in the comments if you agree with my friend or if you agree with me. Now we are just about to switch to the backyard. This was interesting to try to figure out because there was a staircase on the side of the house here, but it came up right to the edge of the house, but I couldn't get that to work out exactly, so it's just pushed back a little bit. I tried to get the cliff and rock to blend in as much as I could. Thought about putting a fence in, but then it looked terrible, and the picture didn't have a fence, I don't think, so then I decided against it. It's not like your Sims will actually fall off there, so it's no big deal. You can see me adding some trees. I cut out so much footage of me trying to pick a tree, it was embarrassing how long it took. I think I thought about using every single tree available for like 5 minutes each, but I ended up on these tall ones in the back and then these more fuller type trees in the front. I don't know what trees are called, so I don't know what tree that is. It looks like a Christmas tree. And then we have this weird one up top where I'm going to put plants in the grilling area that I talked about before. This house has a lot of landscaping because I didn't know what else to do because the rock on the terrain kind of looks weird, and I didn't have a picture of the front of the house to like give me sort of inspiration of where to go with this, so I just kind of rolled with it and put a lot of landscaping. You know, my go-to landscaping is always too much. So that's what I did. I did too much. I put some plants going down the side of the rock cliff here just to break up the rock, make it a little more interesting. If you look real closely, they're kind of floating. But if you put a bunch of them together, you can barely tell, even up close. So I put them everywhere. Used a lot of landscaping here. It was probably like 3 to 4 hours of landscaping footage that I had. Kind of ridiculous how long it took. But there was a lot of landscaping, to be fair. Like all the terrain and then all the plants that are getting added. I had a lot of flowers, like every color under the rainbow of flowers. And it didn't look nice. So then I just kept adding more and more because, that's how I do. It doesn't look good, just add more and hide everything that looks bad. But I think it did end up looking alright. The cliff thing is kind of weird, so it's gonna be a little different and not, I don't know, conventionally attractive, or I don't know what the words are. It's different, definitely different, and I put them in everywhere, and I decided to keep a lot of the landscaping this time just because it was a little more exciting than like an average suburban house landscaping. And if anyone wants to try this idea, if you think it's a good idea, you can try it out. If you think it's a bad idea, just ignore me and laugh at how bad I am at landscaping. That works too. You won't hurt my feelings that much. I'll just cry a little bit. And as you can see, I'm adding a few flowers here and there. I start off with just the pink ones, and then I end up adding more just because there was just so much green and I wanted some color. Some color is a little exciting. So I'm kind of tired of talking about this build right now. We'll come back to it in a bit. I'm just doing the outside, so there's not much else to say. I'm mostly just following the picture and filling stuff in to make it look full and lived in, I suppose. But let's talk about Sims 4 news. A couple days ago, last week, whenever it was, The Sims 4 announced the new game pack, and it was for Star Wars. So that happened, and it went over really, really badly. I like the Star Wars a lot. I think Star Wars is great. I'm not like a massive fan. I don't know what everything's called, but I own like this first 6 movies, and I've seen all of the ones, even the ones with Rey. They're good. I like Star Wars. I enjoy watching them. I watched them like a couple weeks ago. Big fan of Star Wars. But I am not a big fan of this pack or this idea that they had. But that's how it be. I know a lot of people aren't happy with it, so we're all kind of in a similar boat. If you do enjoy it, I hope you love it. I want everyone to love the game, I just think that it's definitely like a cash grab. EA and the Star Wars Disney people definitely put this together to make each other money. I don't think they care that much about the players with this. Obviously, it's Star Wars, so a lot of people will like Star Wars. But let's be honest, it's all about money. I don't really like that vibe. It's kind of like when they did Moschino and Katy Perry's Sweet Tree. It's all about the money. At least Moschino's had a cool little camera with it. I enjoy the camera. Katy Perry's Sweet Treats I never played, but it's all about the money. That's what I feel from it. And didn't the blog post talk about the Disney World Star Wars area that they had? So it seems like it's promoting it. I don't really like that vibe. I get it. Everything's about money, but it doesn't mean I have to like it. If you like it, I love that for you, though. Wish that were me. I'm not going to buy it. I think it'll be fun to watch people make videos on it, but I don't want to pay for it. I don't want to play it. I'll play a Star Wars games if I want to. I have some old Star Wars games I could play, and it'll probably be more fun than Star Wars in The Sims anyway. It kind of seems like Strangerville, kind of, where you have to do this quest, and I didn't buy Strangerville because it looks stupid to me, so if I don't like Strangerville, I'm not gonna like Star Wars, even if I do like Star Wars movies, but I'll just watch other people play it. It'll be good enough for me. And also, I'm worried that Star Wars things, those creatures, will come into my normal game, and I don't like that. That's weird. Like, leave it alone. It's like with vampires when they come bother me, like, stay away, mate. Nobody wants you, Vlad. Get out of here. And I also don't understand the world. Like, is it a holiday world, or is it like a Strangerville world? Because they built that one house in Willow Creek. So, do they not have a world you can build in? Is it like a holiday world? Or is it just like a Sixum thing where you can't even edit the world? I don't understand it. I'm sure we'll figure it out eventually, or I'll just see when it comes out and I watch people play it. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of it. I don't really like where they are going with it. I don't care about that. They should have just made a full-fledged separate Star Wars Sims game. I don't know why they made it a game pack. I don't get it. But it's whatever, I guess. I'm not gonna buy it. The last few packs I haven't been a huge fan of. Nifty Knitting, I think I voted for Arts and Crafts, but as a stuff pack and just doing one of them, I don't like and I don't get. And I heard it was really buggy, so I'm glad I didn't buy that one. I bought Eco Lifestyle because I like the gameplay for Rags to Riches, and some of the build items look cool. And I mean, those both are true, but I think it's really annoying to have the eco footprint. I kind of regret buying that one too. So I'm going to be smart and not buy Star Wars. I'll just watch people play it. How often are any of these Sims players going to want to play this either? Nobody seems to have that much interest in it. Of course, there are some people that are very interested in it, but the general consensus is a no-go. But let me know what you think. I'd love to hear your opinions. Do you love Star Wars? Do you think it's going to play well in The Sims 4? Do you think it's going to integrate well? Do you just not even care, like I don't even care? Do you not care about what The Sims 4 puts out anymore, like me? I've just kind of lost hope. At least we've got the main packs, so I mean, if I don't like anything else, at least I got what I got. I hope they just have that good solid update they've been talking about coming soon with the new skin tones and whatever else they're going to give us. I really would like updated babies, but I don't like to be too hopeful about that. I can't remember what else everyone has been asking for. I don't have a very good memory, so I'm not one to talk about this. If I remember it, I'll bring it up again. Sticking to the theme of Sims packs, what Sims packs do you still want to see, if any, or do you just want updates? Sorry if you can hear a chainsaw outside, but people are still messing with the trees that got destroyed from the derecho that happened in my state, so just ignore that if you can hear it. I'm not sure if you can even hear it. But yeah, anyway, back to the topic. What packs do you want to see? Like, everyone wants the baby update and the better skin tones. What else do we want? We want cars, that's another thing. Is there any other packs that I am missing that people want? I wouldn't say there's really anything that I want. I'd love to have hotels. Again, I really like that in Island Paradise and Sims 3. But it's not really a make or break for me. I've kind of lost hope in The Sims 4. I don't really care what they give us at this point. I'll just play with what I have. Maybe one of these days I'll try to see if The Sims 3 will work long enough for me to play it, because I do enjoy The Sims 3, but what do you want to see from The Sims 4? I feel like everything I liked in The Sims 3, they've either done or tried. Because, like, in The Sims 3, one of my favorite packs was World Adventures, which I think is kind of an unpopular opinion, but I really liked exploring the worlds and all the puzzles to figure out how to get to the treasures, and it was, like, quite a challenge, especially to do all 3 worlds. It took a lot of time, too. And they tried that with Jungle Adventure, but it just didn't hit the same. Like, I don't really like the Jungle Adventure gameplay. It's kind of boring, and I'm just not interested in it like I was in World Adventures. So that's the only thing I can really think of that I really liked, because I really liked pets, and they tried pets. They got cats and dogs, not the same. Sims 3 pets I liked a lot better. Got University, I really like University. What else do I like in The Sims 3? I like Generations, don't really have that. They have Parenthood, which is, I like, but it's not Generations. Really want bunk beds. That's my dying wish. Just give us bunk beds. I know it's like effort or whatever, but I know they can do it. They could give it to us. I really hope it's coming. Maybe it'll come in the update before the next pack comes out. We can only hope. I just want bunk beds so bad. It seems so silly and so simple, but I want bunk beds so much. And I also was thinking, while I don't know anything about Sims 1 or Sims 2, because I didn't play them, I only played Sims 3, and then I just started Sims 4 a couple years ago, because I didn't want to buy Sims 4 base game, because why would I want to play Sims 4 base game when I could play Sims 3 with all the packs? Like, I don't want to play Sims 4 till a bunch of these packs came out. So I waited, and I just enjoyed Sims 3 in the meantime. But anyway, back to my point that I started this tangent with. At this point, it seems ridiculous having to pay for some of these packs. Like, if we ever get a Sims 5, I'll be kind of annoyed if, like, at least seasons and pets aren't in base game. Because at this point, seasons and pets are such a staple that I feel like they should be in base game. And it's not, like, super niche like vampires might be. I could understand that as an expansion or a game pack or whatever. But, like, seasons and pets, they're such an integral part of human life, and if this is like a life simulator, those should just be in base game now. They've had it for Sims 3, they've had it in Sims 4. I don't remember if they had it beforehand. I don't know if anyone's talked about it and I didn't play. If they ever do a Sims 5, seasons better be in base game. I don't want to pay for that anymore because it's something that is expected now. We hold them to higher standards, or I think we should hold them to higher standards. What's your opinion on that? Do you think that pets and seasons should be in the base game? Let me know. And other staples like university is also staple, but I feel like that's different enough from seasons and pets that it can still be an expansion. Do I wish it wasn't and I didn't have to spend like $500 on one game? Of course, but I could understand that being an expansion more than I can understand seasons and pets being an expansion after how many years of people having it in The Sims and expecting it. So I think that's enough of me ranting / giving my opinion and asking for your opinion. We're going to focus back on the build here. So this build was meant to be a modern house. It looked modern on the outside. Didn't see the inside, but I decided to make it modern on the inside. Side note, you can see here by the stove, I put on those little decoration wall thingies around it to like separate it from the counter because it doesn't integrate well, and I thought it kind of looked nice. I think it's a good idea that I had there. But anyways, yeah, this house is modern. I don't really know what is modern in the game. I always build like traditional and dark woods, so it was really weird to try to figure out what looks modern and what doesn't, because I feel like everything to me looks traditional. I don't know what modern looks like. So I just did a lot of black and white, or mostly white, I guess. I guess the outside's black. But yeah, black and white to me is modern, but that's boring. Who wants that? Not me. But I tried my best to be a little creative, like those wall thingies from Eco Lifestyle, and I put a little plant underneath it. To me, that looked modern. If it's not something I would normally put in my build, then I call it modern, because I never do modern. I just don't know what to do. And I like bright colors and nonsense and lived in and family and blah blah blah. That doesn't fit the modern vibe. And I feel like modern is like lighter woods and stuff too. So I try to use a lot of white woods or very light brown woods like the floor is, or tan I guess. Is it really brown at that point? Who knows? And I have this little entry area here because I didn't know what to put there. So I thought rich people and modern people have like 2 living rooms, right? So I'll put 2 living rooms in this house. One without a TV and one with. It's not really a formal living room because there's a stereo and it just doesn't look formal to me. But the second living room, you can read your books there or do your homework while mom cooks in the kitchen. I suppose that's a thing you could do. It's really hard to pick a rug for this area and the whole house in general, to be honest, because I feel like all the rugs I use are traditional, and I feel like I still use some that are traditional, but I convince myself they work well in the modern house. And I make the rules here, so I said it works. And I snuck a little bookshelf under the stairs because I didn't know what else to put there. So now we're into the living room, and I ended up using outdoor furniture now that I'm looking at it, or it came with that outdoor pack. And so that's a little weird, I guess, but modern people be like that. So I used this tannish color again because, again, I think that tan is modern, but it kind of matches the floor. But that's alright. I think it's fun. Lots of tan that I don't normally do. And I put a TV here because modern people watch TV, right? I'm acting like I'm from like the 1800s. Like, what is a TV? Modern people use TVs. Oh my goodness. Yeah. and I just situate this all nicely around the coffee table. That's how people are when they have friends and family over a lot, right? I act like I don't know how to be a human being, which is fair to be honest, because during social distancing slash quarantining, I don't know how to be a human. I've forgotten how to do that. It's been so long. I really hope it gets better soon. I don't have high hopes. I think it's going to be a while yet, but hoping for the best, but expecting the worst. Now, in the living room, I also didn't know what to do, so I put these little vases in the corner. Are those vases? I don't know what they're called. Just for some decoration. I never used those, and I was like, that might be a bit of fun. Get some color in there too. And I make a little music area here. I thought about putting foosball. I thought about putting ping pong, but ultimately, I'm a music guy at heart, so I put in a piano, microphone, guitar, expensive violin, because the cheaper violin has ugly colors. Put a little art on the wall, of course. I love these paintings, putting them two together with like the little signature. Fantastic. We love to see it. Put a little plant there because it just seems empty. I always put too much on the walls, I think. And I don't know how to stop. See over here in this corner, I was like, ooh, empty wall. Have to put something on the wall. No, you don't, self. Relax. Relax. But it's fine, I guess. And then we're putting like a feature wall in just because I didn't know what else to do. What's modern? A feature wall. So it's like this like wooden-y vibe, and it's a different wood tone than that like orangey stuff on the cabinets. But the cabinets didn't come in a better swatch, so we get a little mismatch there, but builds character. It's good fun. Now we're starting with the bathroom, and it's quite small, but that's what you gotta do. There's no bathtub in this house, unfortunately. But I mean, if you wanted to, you could just turn one of the bedrooms into a big bathroom, I guess, or just relay out the whole thing. But who needs a bathtub anyway? There's no toddlers in this house. I furnished it with 2 double beds and 2 single beds, so no toddlers allowed. And this bathroom upstairs, I used the university shower because I believe you can walk over it and still use the toilet. If not, that's my bad. You can just expand it to like a 2x3 bathroom and then it'll fit better. But I thought that was like crowding the hallway, so I made it a 2x2. That was my design choice, and that's just how it be. Now we're doing the first bedroom. I didn't know what modern kids are like, because I don't even know what modern adults are like. But I feel like with a little tapestry and little bars going up, I don't know what it's called, but that, you can see the bed. I thought that looked fancy and modern, so I went with it, and I liked the colors on it. I thought it was pretty, so I just went with it. Add some little toys for the kiddo, so I imagine this to be a child age. I really like that bunny. I think it's super cute. And I really like that toddler stuff. Imagination Station? Dollhouse? That's what it's called. I don't think I keep it. I think I get rid of it in the end. But just as a little side note, I think it's super cute. Add a computer because you always need a computer in a Sims house. And it fills some space with space I didn't know what to do with. So that's how it be. And we add a calendar so she can keep track of all her things. I'm assuming it's a girl. Could be a boy, you know. I liked all these pretty colors, and I am a boy, so colors don't have a gender. I feel like in my houses I always have like a pink room, and then I always have like a orangey room. I don't know. Those are just my go-to colors, and I think there's furniture to match. Here in a second you'll see that I remembered that I didn't put a dresser in the game, which you don't need a dresser, but it's always nice to have a dresser, have a bit of realism in your game, so to take out the dollhouse to add the dresser in. I like this mirror too, by the way, with the little stickers on it. I think it's super cute. This little circly rug, also love that. It's super cute. I really like this room, and we get some nice pink wallpaper eventually. Not that. That is interesting. Not my fave. But this pink, much nicer. And then we're going to move into the next bedroom soon. Are we? Maybe put some books down, some clutter, some things on the wall. I clearly don't even remember what I put in this room. Awesome clouds, that's adorable. I love that I did that, even though I don't remember doing that. Now we're on to the other room. This could be an older fellow, I guess, a teen, one might say. I ended up putting a video making station in here. I really love that object. I bought, was it Get Famous, just for that item. Not gonna lie, I really loved it, and I don't regret buying Get Famous just for that. It's a good item. And I've started to play in the Get Famous world more often, and it's alright. Not my fave, but I like being in the rich people area. I think it's nice up there. We're going for this like purple and orange theme, and I wanted a rug that was like orangey purpley, but I could not find one, which is quite sad. I think I ended up going for like an all purple one in the end, but I was hoping there would be a nice orange purple one that I liked. But alas, there was not one that I liked. It's really hard to decorate for teens because there isn't anything that really distinguishes them as a teen to me, so I never know what to give them. Like, what hobbies does a teen have? Because there's not any teen hobbies, are there? They just do whatever the adults do, right? So I didn't know what to do. So we made him a YouTuber, gave him some books, pretended he's a photographer too, gave him a camera. So we're finishing up this room here, put a lamp on the bedside table here, and then I put a little knickknacks in the bookshelf here just to fill up space. Kind of looks weird when it's empty to me. I add some curtains just for a bit of fun. I hate curtains and I usually don't put them in my builds, but I thought if I'm going out of my comfort zone to do a modern build, I might as well toughen up and add curtains too. And now we're up to the top floor, and this is supposed to be the parents' bedroom, or it's the parents' bedroom in my mind. There are 2 double bedrooms upstairs here, so either one would work just fine. I really like this bed. It's my favorite bed. I think I've said that before. Don't use this swatch very often, but I do like the yellow and purple thing going on. Had the light wood tone like this modern build has everywhere else, and I thought it was quite nice. You'll see in a bit, I don't know when, that we're going to change the placement of all the furniture because I realized that I didn't like the bed where it was. I wanted a blank wall behind it so I could put a photo in that little frame there. I thought it'd be quite nice to do that. And we just added a mirror over here. Wasn't really quite sure what to put. It wasn't the biggest bedroom, but we made it work. Put a little ottoman. Love to put those in because I don't use them very often. Then I just wanted to clutter it up like you do, just so it looks lived in. It looks boring when there's no clutter items, because then it's like, well, does anyone actually live here? I don't know. And I use this butterfly painting. It's kind of childlike, but I think it's cute. So, yeah, I used it. And now we're into the final bedroom. I used those wooden wall things to make like a headboard in this room and just kind of did your everyday average furnishings. I wasn't sure what bed color I wanted to go for because the bright colors didn't seem very modern to me, but I like bright colors, so had an internal battle. Kept this darker color, I think we kept this one throughout. Tried to find something to put above the dresser, but again, none of it looked modern to me, so that was my struggle because I didn't know what was modern and what wasn't modern. I just have no concept of what that is. This chair's modern. I felt that. I felt like that wooden headboard was modern. But yeah, everything else I was like, this doesn't seem modern. I can't put that in. This rug doesn't seem modern. Can't put that in. It was a struggle. I should look for more modern builds to watch just so I can learn a little bit, get better at my craft, as one might say. But I'll probably go back to suburban houses for now. I think they're more fun. I enjoy them a good bit. And now this is the last area of the house that we're going to be doing soon, and it is just a hallway, just a filler area, put some skill building objects in it, and that's about it. So I think we're coming up to the end of the video now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If not, well, thanks for watching anyway. If you did enjoy this video, please leave a like, comment something down below, and subscribe for more videos like this. I will see you all in the next video, for whatever that might be. Bye.